I will never do a march again without Carnival Band at the front of it. Happy May Day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Joey Hartman. I'm the president of the Vancouver District Labour Council, and I will be your MC for a very brief rally. I was reminded as we were walking here, I saw a 10-year-old friend of mine whose mother happens to be in Havana today. And the first May Day I went to in Havana, Fidel Castro spoke for only 3 hours. We're not planning on doing that here today. So I just wanted to let you know that this is the 119th celebration of May Day. It began on May 1st, 1890, in recognition of the Haymarket Martyrs, who were a group of anarchists who were executed in Chicago, allegedly for having inspired a bomber who had thrown a bomb into a rally for the 8-hour day movement. And even though most of those people had nothing to do with even organizing the event, they were still found guilty of conspiracy and executed for having done that. So every year, workers around the world hold events like this to both demonstrate and to celebrate. So again, thank you very much to Carnival Band for leading us here. And we also have a short group of speakers for you this afternoon. The 3 speakers we have are first, actually I'll introduce them as they come, and then we're going to finish up with the wonderful solidarity notes with the Internationale, and we have 100 copies of the Internationale in 3 languages, so we'll pass those among the crowd just before we get to that point of the program. Of course, before we start, I want to acknowledge that we are unceded on unceded Coast Salish territory, and we thank those people for the privilege of being here on this beautiful land. And of course, the Idle No More movement has really served an important function of bringing to light the absolute imperative of respecting the Aboriginal rights in this country. And that brings me to our first speaker, Lillian Rose Howard. I first heard Lillian at a BC Teachers Federation event, and she had a very powerful impact on me and others who were in that room. She is an Indigenous matriarch who has been at the forefront of virtually every Indigenous battle in the last 40 years in this area. She joined Idle No More in BC, speaking out, and as she says, to find her strength and voice through the joys of drumming. And when Chief Teresa Spence was fasting last year, Lillian demonstrated her solidarity by also engaging in a fast, taking only fish broth and tea. So with over 40 years of experience on blockades, sit-ins, and other actions over decades, Lillian Howard advises that people must be prepared for the police to break their word and for violence, and that is why we must conduct our protests and acts of civil disobedience. They must be beyond reproach. Please welcome Lillian Howard.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Lillian, and happy May Day. And it's wonderful to walk in solidarity with you, new faces and old friends, Jim Sinclair and others. I used to participate in the rallies in the late 70s and the 80s here in Vancouver, in the solidarity marches that were held. And I just want to say thank to the Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh for allowing me to live in their beautiful.
با سلام به بینندگان عزیز، آرش کمانگر هستم از ونکوور. گزارش میکنم امروز چهارشنبه اول ماه می برابر با 11 اردیبهشت روز همبستگی جهانی طبقه کارگر هست. متاسفانه در کانادا هم نظیر بسیاری از کشورهای انگلیسی زبان، بریتانیا، آمریکا، استرالیا، نیوزلند متاسفانه اول ماه می روز جهانی کارگر به عنوان روز تعطیل به رسمیت شناخته نمیشه و نظام سرمایه‌داری این کشورهای انگلوفیل از به رسمیت شناختن اول ماه می به عنوان روز جهانی، روز تعطیل و با پرداخت دستمزد خودداری میکنن. با این همه امروز در ونکوور از ساعت 5 عصر به بعد تظاهرات اول ماه می در یکی از محلات زحمت کشنشین این شهر برگزار شد که در آن صدها نفر از کارگران، فعالین اتحادیه‌های کارگری و نیروهای چپ کانادا و دیگر کشورها از جمله فعالین اتحاد چپ ایرانیان در آن حضور داشتند. فعالین اتحاد چپ ایرانیان به اعلامیه انگلیسی نیز در میان آبرین پخش کردند و با حمل پلاکارد و همچنین حمل شعارهایی این روز رو در کنار همطبقه‌های خودشون چیکار کردن؟ جشن گرفت. اتحاد چپ ایرانیان همچنین شنبه 4 مه یک مراسمی برگزار میکنه که شامل 2 بخش خواهد بود. بخش اول بحث و تبادل نظر هست که در آن تعدادی از فعالین کارگری و چپ در مورد جنبه‌های گوناگون جنبش کارگری و مسائل کارگری در ایران و جهان بحث خواهند کرد و در بخش دوم هم جشن و پایکوبی خواهد بود. من بار دیگر این روز رو به همه کارگران در ایران و جهان تبریک میگم. امیدوارم که مبارزه طبقاتی در ایران و جهان طی سال آتی رشد بیشتری پیدا بکنه، با توجه به اینکه نظام سرمایه‌داری هم با بحران‌های عدیده‌ای در جهان مواجه است و اگر طبقه کارگر ایران و جهان در مقابل این فجایعی که نظام سرمایه‌داری به بار میاره نیسته، ما شاهد رشد روزافزون فقر و فلاکت و بیکاری و رشد نابرابری‌های طبقاتی در جهان خواهیم بود. به امید دنیایی بهتر، به امید روزی که آزادی و برابری در همه جهان از جمله ایران مستقر بشه. پیروز باشید.